please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also send my link to people from my YouTube channel.
Hi guys and gals, this is Laurel. I'm back for another video. I'm going to be making my old-fashioned beef chili. So let's get started. If I was just going to eat this, me and my husband, I would use my tomato sauce. So I made it homemade and I canned some tomato sauce. Since I'm sharing with other people, I figured I'd just use canned tomato sauce. This is the kind I'm using. I'm using some diced tomatoes, so I'm going to use the whole can. I'm using the whole can of tomato sauce as well. I'm adding light red kidney beans, and this is the kind I'm using for my chili. I'm using the whole can. I'm using pinto beans. I'm using the whole can. I'm going to drain the broth off the beans, both cans, after I open them. Excuse me. This is tomato paste. I'm going to use a half a can. So it's 6 ounces, so I'll use 3 ounces. I had some in the freezer, so I got it out of the freezer. So I'm going to use this into my crock pot. Alright, so let's get started with the chili. I'm going to use a can opener to open my beans. So I'm going to start with my pinto beans. I'm going to use my electric can opener. So I use my electric can opener to open my beans. Here's my second can of beans. My diced tomatoes, I'm using the whole can. I'm going to open it with the can opener first. I opened my tomato sauce with my can opener. Alright, I'm draining the broth off the beans. I'm using my colander. I'm draining the broth off my pinto beans into the colander. I'm adding some grapeseed oil, a teaspoon, to my crock pot. I'm going to spread it on the bottom, the edges of the crock pot. I do this for easy cleanup, and then you got flavoring from the oil into the dish, and it's really good. I'm combining 1 whole can of tomato sauce to the crock pot. I'm adding my diced tomatoes to my crock pot. I'm adding my drained pinto beans and kidney beans to the crock pot. I'm adding my tomato paste to my crock pot. I need to wash my hands real quick with soap and water. Alright, you guys and gals, I'm just going to set this aside
The crock pot.
on the stove so it's out of my way. So I move the crock pot container over to the stove. I'm going to grab my frying pan. I got some grapeseed oil. I'm going to apply a tablespoon to the frying pan. I'm spreading it around the edges and the bottom of the frying pan. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of chili powder to my frying pan. I'm using McCormick chili powder. They also make organic chili powder. I'm going to use some cumin spice. I'm using a half a teaspoon. To the frying pan. I'm using 1/8 of a teaspoon of provolone spice to the frying pan. I'm adding some garlic powder to the frying pan. A tablespoon. I'm adding ancho chili pepper spice. I'm adding 1/8 of a teaspoon to the frying pan. Tablespoon of garlic powder to the frying pan. I'm going to combine my all-natural ground beef chuck to my frying pan. And this is 1 pound of beef. You guys and girls, I gotta wash my hands with soap and water. I'm going to put my frying pan on the stove, and I'm going to turn the stove on to medium heat. And I'm going to let my hamburger fry for about 5 minutes. I'll take a quick break. I'm going to clean up the kitchen a little bit, and I'll be right back. Hi guys and gals, this is Laurel. I came back, I cleaned up the kitchen a little bit. Now I can see the counter. Okay, I'm going to combine some butter to the frying pan. But if you're dairy free, I would use coconut oil. This is the kind I use. This is the butter I'm using. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to combine the butter to the frying pan. I realized I was frying the hamburger and I was like, I forgot my onions and my red bell pepper. So I chopped about 5 red bell peppers. And these are the mini peppers. If you'd like to use a larger red bell pepper, just use about half, or you could use the whole thing. Just dice it like this and then combine it to your frying pan. My onions, I'd say about 2 cups of onions, and I have white and yellow onion. I'm combining it to the frying pan. I'm combining my butter to the frying pan. I'm turning back on my stove to 5, which is about a medium heat. I'm going to let it fry, the mixture fry for about 5 minutes, and I will be right back. I got to clean up the kitchen a little bit. See you shortly. Hi guys and gals, this is Laurel. I came back. I had to clean up the kitchen a little bit more. I always clean up as I go, so it's easier to clean up when you're serving dinner or breakfast or lunch. So that's what works with it for me. Okay, I have a cup of water. I'm combining it to my crock pot. I have beef bouillon or beef flavoring. You can use the powder, the cubes, whatever you feel like using. I'm using this kind. I'm putting 2 cubes into my crock pot. Alright, you guys, I turned off the stove. The meat mixtures are done. It looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has a little bit of grease in there. I'm going to combine it to the crock pot. So the meat, the peppers, the spices, and the onions to the crock pot. I like to fry my spices with my chili and then combine them to the crock pot. To me, it gives it a better flavor. Makes the chili taste wonderful. Alright, I'm going to mix up my chili. My beef chili. I'm going to take a quick taste of my chili to see if I need to add any more spices right now. Definitely need salt, but I don't want to add salt right now because I just added beef cubes to it and it has salt, so I have to let that cook into the chili first, and then I will take a taste after it's been cooking for a while. While I was on break, I chopped a jalapeno. It's about a half of one. And then a red chili pepper. That's about medium heat. I cut a half of one. We usually get these at the farmer's market, and they shear the skins off of our peppers. And then we combine them to our chili. But I'm going to wait until I cook my chili for 3 hours, and then I'll combine my peppers and my jalapeno. So this is a chili, and that's a jalapeno pepper. I don't want it too hot. I don't mind it hot, but some people don't like it really hot. The chili. When I grew up, we used a lot of hot peppers in our chili. So this is what your chili looks like so far. That looks good. Perfect. So you will cook this chili 3 to 4 hours, and I would say about 3 hours. Put the jalapeno and the red chili into the chili. Alright, you guys, I'm going to take a break, and then when the chili's almost done, I will show you the rest of the video. And I'm making this chili a day earlier, so to let the spices set in the chili, it tastes better that way. So I just thought I'd let you know on that. So I'll be back to show you the rest of the video. Thanks for watching so far. See you shortly. Hi guys and gals, this is Laurel. I'm back to show you the chili. I took some chili out of the crock pot. This is how much I took out. It's a little warm. The chili's a little hot. So I cooked my chili for about 3.5 hours on low heat. I added my chilies and my hot pepper, which would be a jalapeno pepper, to my chili. Let's see. That's what the chili looks like. So it's a Laurel's Old Fashioned Spicy Beef Burger Chili. Alright, you guys and gals, I wanted to show you my chili, just to show you what it looks like. I would do this chili the night before so you can let the seasonings, marinate in the sauce. It would taste so much better the next day. So that's what I would do. But you can make it and then just cook it. It's fine as well. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel and send my link to other people. I appreciate it. And keep cooking and never give up. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.